I'm enjoying is an odd word. It's invoking a lot of emotion. Cause I was scared as fuck for the first one,
Do not
and a
hang
bit
around the
confused.
restrooms. And if you see any of your playmates about to get into trouble, get help from a police officer or someone you know. You not only
What?
have to look out for yourself, but for the little children who don't know any better and can't understand
What?
that some people are sick in the mind.
I would have went to the chief house. Nah, for real. Nah, Smooth, you right. You right. You definitely right. Cause there's like, come on, man. She was in there screaming, bro. Y'all niggas heard her, bro. There's no way y'all didn't hear her in there. Unimaginable crash out. And it would be
In
justified.
2018, a YouTube channel was born. It's named Vera Koroteva, and over the span of less than 1 year, they'd upload over 1.4 thousand videos to the platform. Within them, we're able to observe the inside of an apartment occupied by what seems to be a family. And to be honest, not a whole lot seems to happen. They spend a ton of time watching TV and lounging around. And at first glance, it seems like this channel might be nothing more than an archival page run by them. Now, this would make sense. However, there's one small problem. This isn't Vera's only camera. This channel, Vera Koroteva, is likely run by not the tenants, but their landlord. And they've got eyes everywhere.
Oh no.
Taking a look at the details of Vera's videos presents some eccentric discoveries. For instance, their titles regularly reference names like Putin and Hitler, and often use incredibly abrasive language when referring to their residents and the police. Furthermore, in their descriptions, they can also be found going off about useless drunkards, housing the disabled, and something about smoke. But out of everything, the video that really made me realize that something is off here came with their upload from the 26th of October 2019. It's simply titled Water Supply Repair, and at first glance, it seems ordinary. Upon translating the description, though, we find this. I'll be honest with you. I've tried to read through this multiple times to glean any sort of logical flow in their wording, but it doesn't make much sense at all. From what I could gather, though, Vera seems to be furious at a judge. They then go forth to discuss legal documents that I believe they requested, and then fantasize about killing them by cutting the judge's throat with a razor. It's incredibly disconcerting. And regardless if the tenants even know that they're being watched, what I do know is that they are, without a doubt, completely unaware of what's going on in these descriptions. For over 4 years, this bizarre channel has sat like this, completely untouched and unnoticed by the broader internet. With this, their backlog spanning thousands of videos are public, documenting complete strangers living out their daily lives without even the slightest hint that the very person who owns the building they live in is broadcasting them to the world.
That's crazy.
Today, Vera Koroteva stands as an eerie look into the incredibly bizarre behavior of a peeping landlord. It's an unsettling digital relic, hidden away inside the furthest confines of YouTube's darkest abyss. I have absolutely no idea what compelled this person to do this, and even more so, what caused them to abandon their project completely. If the upload rate wasn't enough, they appeared intensely dedicated to their cause, as not only were there security camera videos, but also uploads containing phone calls, conversations,
I'm sorry, Chad, I'm not even talking. This shit is just nuts.
Locations. With the language barrier stopping me in my tracks, though, unfortunately, deciphering any of this has been ultimately futile. By the off chance any of you watching can speak or understand Russian, I am incredibly interested to learn more about why this channel exists and what exactly they were doing. Who are these people? And why are they here? Why do the cops constantly pop in? And what are they looking for? Most importantly though, why the hell is all of this public? And who in the world is Vera Koroteva?
So basically, whoever owned that building or that apartment comp, whatever, had cameras everywhere and was watching a specific family and posting all the videos on YouTube for like 3 or 4 years. And Nexpo was just trying to figure out like why, what the reasoning was. And some of the descriptions in the YouTube videos was like crazy, like just incoherent shit about sometimes it was about the family, and then sometimes the descriptions were just random shit that had nothing to do with the video. So that was just some creepy Russian shit that he was talking about. I know we said we was only gonna watch 30 minutes, but like this shit is nuts. I kind of we'll watch one more story. Look like it's like 3 more stories. 1, 2. We'll watch one more story, and then we'll see how we feel. Yeah, them Russian motherfuckers for real. We'll watch one more story, and then we'll see how we feeling from there. Then we'll check out some altar joints. We might finish this joint though. I'm not gonna lie, cause this is shout out Nailu, man. This is crazy. I done been scared. I done been uncomfortable. I done cried. This shit is crazy. Shout out Nexpo, man. And I done got like 4 YouTube videos out of this one video.
This video is to make you aware of the potential for differential pressure situations.
I'm definitely still in Nexpo whole flow, bro.
Beforehand, and make sure you are prepared to deal with them. Because when it's gotcha, it's gotcha.
Yeah, this shit is insane, bro. And I love how he put everything together. I probably won't put it together as good as he does, but I'll try. And I'm probably not gonna use real stories, because that's just like, that's scarier when the shit actually happened. There's some shit about the ocean.
Back in February, we discussed the unquantifiable horrors of the ocean. Earth's greatest enigma. An entire biosphere not made for us. One of humanity's greatest mysteries has always been exploring the far reaches of the deep sea. And in a way, much of what's in it is completely alien to us. The peculiar thing about the ocean is that it makes up the vast majority of the planet we live on, yet stands so painstakingly inaccessible to humanity. The potential for death, freak accidents, and disappearances are so exponentially high, all spawned entirely by the mere nature of the ocean's environmental medium.
The ocean itself is fucking scary. This one crazy? Okay, bet.
In February of 2022, 5 divers are commissioned by a fuel trading company named Peria to perform maintenance on an oil pipeline. Located at Pointe Pierre on the western coast of Trinidad and Tobago, the 30-inch wide pipe stretches from an oil riser named Berth 5, 60 feet vertically down into the ocean, 1,200 feet away from it, and 50 feet back up to the open sea under another oil riser named Berth 6. It was meant to allow ships to transport their reserves to Peria's facilities on land for processing. However, by this point, this particular pipeline was sealed off and hadn't been used since mid-2018. That day, the 5 men on the job were Faisal Kurban, Kazim Ali Jr., Rishi Nagasar, Yusuf Henry, and Christopher Budrum, and they were tasked with heading into an underwater, air-filled habitat at Berth 6, removing a steel cover from the pipe, removing an inflatable plug from inside of it, and installing a connector from the exposed pipe up to the main platform at the Berth 6 riser. At first, everything seemed to be going to plan. The crew makes their way inside the air-filled chamber and remove their scuba gear so they can effectively perform their work. While doing so, however, they notice that the inflatable plug sealing the pipe off isn't coming loose. No matter what they try, it appears to be stuck in place. And so, Kazim volunteers to head out to grab a tool to help with dislodging it.
Fucking Loch Ness monster, come on. He like, no! He's like, no, please! Please, no! Or some underwater uncanny valley shit happen. I was gonna say something crazy. I'm not even about to do that.
Upon heading back down to Berth 6's chamber, Kazim hands the tool off to one of his co-workers, who takes another crack at dislodging it. But what they're unaware of is that by doing this, they're unknowingly opening the door to a gargantuan difference in pressure, and would very soon find themselves in a dire predicament.
Is it filling with water? Oh no!
Right here, in but a fraction of a second, all 5 men and their equipment are sucked into the pipe, 50 feet down and over 120 feet horizontally through it. And without even a second to process what just happened, they are effectively trapped in a pitch black cell.
Oh no!
Underwater.
Oh my god. 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 Oh no.
Immediately, they scream for help. They have no idea what the hell just happened, but they're in excruciating pain, and they gotta get out of there. In the next few moments, they collect their thoughts and orient themselves inside the pipe. They explain to each other their injuries, who's behind who, and try to deduce which side of the pipe they're even facing. With hope quickly fading, Chris begins motivating his crew to try their hardest to get out of there, out of that hell they're stuck in. And so, he proposes a plan to link hands with ankles and to inch their way out. It was a 50-50 shot that they'd be heading in the right direction, but at this point, it was one they were willing to take.
Yeah, you gotta try something.
With no light source, no breathing equipment, no sense of direction, they begin to shuffle their way forward. In the beginning, it seems to be working. However, they quickly realize that sections of this pipe head down to a lower depth and have collected pools of water and oil. Were they to continue their plan, they'd be making their way through fully submerged sections of pipe, a proposition that, with no knowledge of how long it would go on for, was undoubtedly horrifying.
Oh my god, bro.
With this revelation, Kazim, Rishi, and Yusuf decide to stay back. It's a risk that they just can't stomach, and so Chris reassures them that he'll return with help and continues onward with Faisal by his side.
And in that situation, you're done, bro. They not coming to get you, bro.
In the
That's
following
like the
moments,
motherfuckers that stuck
Chris
in
and
space, they
Faisal
not coming to
encounter
get
two scuba tanks lying in an air pocket.
Oh,
They
shit.
equip them and make their way through fully submerged, extended portions of pipe.
Oh, okay.
For a while, they were making steady progress. However, on their journey, Faisal had come to an inconvenient revelation. He is excruciatingly exhausted and informs Chris that he simply can't continue. Chris proceeds onward
Was they
and
going
onward,
the wrong
not even
way?
sure if he's heading back to the correct opening. Nevertheless, he holds out hope as critical minutes blur by. Until he finally encounters the pipe's bend.
Oh. Right, you gotta go up. Oh my god. Oh my god, no.
He looks up,
That's...
and it's open. In complete disbelief, he begins to bang on the pipe, screaming and pleading for anyone to hear him. And by a complete miracle, outside its opening are two rescue divers who open it up, drop a chain down to him, and ultimately save his life.
Oh, but... Oh, what about the other niggas? No. Please tell me they got the other niggas out, please.
But there's just one problem. Four men are still down there,
Right.
still alive, and still need help.
First of
To
all,
his dismay,
if
Chris
I'm
is
Chris,
told that there's
this is
nothing
my last
that can
day,
be done
first
about
of
them.
all.
It's apparently too dangerous to send someone in there to get them, and essentially, all hope for their rescue is lost.
Oh my god.
In utter
bro.
disbelief at what he's hearing, Chris even tries to head back in there himself, however, is ultimately prevented from doing so. For 3 excruciating days, the remaining 4 divers are trapped in that pipe, begging and pleading for anyone to help them. Little did they know, though, that nobody was ever coming. Help was never on the way, and the men were, effectively, left to die.
Damn. Fuck it, we finishing the vid, chat. Fuck it. We came this far, chat. We finishing the vid, chat. Damn.
As of writing, there's an ongoing legal battle between Peria, the Coast Guard, the contract company LMCS Limited that assigned them to the job, and the victims' families. Each of the accused passing off blame and responsibility for their inaction to a different party. No matter what ends up happening,
locked.
though,
I'm fully
I can
locked
only
in,
hope
bro.
that the victims' families are given justice, as according to every report available, it seems that little to no effort was made by the companies or Coast Guard to save them. At all.
And you can't, and Chris can't say like, oh, I went to rape.
The
They don't know
incident
if
that
Chris
occurred on
survived
that
or not.
otherwise ordinary day is one of the most haunting freak accidents one could ever find themselves in. What began as an ordinary job had, out of nowhere, morphed into 3 days of absolute hell. I cannot even begin to fathom the feeling of being stuck in the dark, inside of a claustrophobic chamber 60 feet below sea level.
Oh my God.
And even more so, bearing the apprehensive hope they all held out
That somebody
for
coming to
help.
get- Nah, I would, in a situation like that, I'm like, they're
That
not coming to
never
get us,
came.
bro. Yeah, if I was in that situation, I would be like, they're not coming to get us. So, and they never knew if Chris survived or not.